Today, Ohtani still expected to pitch this season. Blake Snell, with Edwin Diaz returning on Wednesday to bolster the bullpen. That doesn't simply ignore the possibility of adding Tarek Skubal, Chris.
An impressive statement outside of the All-Star break. They win back-to-backs, what they're thinking, and they did it, without Ohtani, describing the knee situation. Dodger fans want to know, and Dave Roberts, will he be available in the postseason? And
this is the model, especially with the older veteran rotation of Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell. That will have is very important, not only for pitching to avoid, but they still have pitching depth. Justin Robleski, who is an all-star, depth is fine. There's no stress level. Also, you have enough of a commanding lead in that division
in the postseason. But I want to ask you about Skubal, because if you were making that team is out there, even if the Dodgers don't, would you trade him, or would you try to keep him and maybe
trade him, especially if you're talking to teams like the Dodgers that have a lot of, you got to give him up because he has a chance to walk at the end of the year.
Yeah, Tiger fans want to.
Welcome to 75 degrees here at Citi Field, and the back-to-back defending Chambers game last night 4-2. Off to a 5-2 start to the second. Calls and find out what is wrong with everything, but when you look at the Dodgers, you put it all together. The injuries that have existed, they don't even have their full complement of stars. About two-time defending champs, they're going for 3, and they're going to get healthier. Colin McClain, who's already established himself as one of the best young pitchers in the league, and they knee-jerked the last couple starts, and he even was in the World Baseball Classic, so it's a beast. This guy's a complete package. What he did last year in the postseason, knew it all. Yeah, he started his second half with a complete game against the Yankees. He had the 2 closers in the Mets, and he couldn't ask for a better night for baseball here in New York. Ready for baseball here in New York, the Dodgers and Mets. And this weekend series off of this Dodger lineup with Ohtani to lead things off for Dave Roberts. Andy Pothead with the order, and then a former MVP and Mookie Betts, the shortstop and 5-hitter. Tommy Tucker's in right. Teoscar Hernandez in left, and Dalton Rushing continues to gone right for the Mets this season, but here's been an exception. Nolan McClain, who's has power and spin. And you're filled with a league of power arm, different style pitchers dominate with 2 different ways. 6 scoreless innings. He's got around a 2 ERA since the start of June. And the second half of the road trip through New York to take on the Yankees, then Philadelphia. Now the Mets in, and off we go with a fastball downstairs from McClain. Well, the runs, they're very disciplined. They don't chase. That's going to be the battle for McClain. Got a fastball by him. He's been throwing that four-seam more and more. They know he throws the breaking ball, the cutter, the slider. His changeup is... Ohtani smacks one left center. Making a shortstop type play right there to stack up. High and tight on Andy Pothead, and really right from. Now you got the trade deadline looming. We were talking to Andy Green before the game. He feels like that's his #1 job as the interim manager of this team, is to help alleviate. Soto placed on the.
Pero no pudo, sobrepasó el bate según el Alfonso.
Best hitter on the Mets.
El primer mexicano rodado por el
overhauled this roster. Pothead went around right there, first baseman. Bounce back to McClain. A couple quick outs in this first inning. And there's the inner half of the plate. That's top to bottom with your breaking ball. Here's a perfect example of a fastball he's going to attack, but to first. It's been nothing but hard stuff so far. 10 pitches, all 4 seamers to first base.
It's individual work, but definitely can't do this without my teammates.
Receiving the third baseball night in America. Here come the Mets with one of the talented rookies to lead things off in Egypt. A couple home runs in his first week back from the injured list. Last year has followed that up with a great regular season. He's coming off a complete, because you just can't know what he's going to throw. There's his pitch mix. The splitter-year-old who came up in May grounds the first pitch foul. Last start, 21 first pitch strikes, which is splitter right there is sack foul, and the Mets are looking in on the hands. Back to Yamamoto and a comeback. There again is another example of inside dominance with the soft liner back to him. During spring training, never really did get his footing, so he You're going the last few days, hitting above 400 for the last week.
In health, and they haven't had many games together.
Yeah, deadline coming up a week from Monday, August 3rd. And the Mets, Oscar Hernandez. Not easy.
Well, not a guy that's going to live in the quadrant of the 9 quadrants in the strike zone.
Bo Bichette, next downstairs. The Bichette wanted. Yeah, and he hits the shot.
And part of his increase has been because on breaking balls, he's willing to will. Now, it's not his best version of a breaking ball, but he sees it over the middle of the plate and puts the ball in play a little over half the time to that side of the beat.
First pitch curve for a strike. Ends up being around a guy that shrugs off mistakes and failure better than he does. Down 0-2. And top.
Well, he was a no man's land. The only thing he could have done is try to lob one here in this position, whether the catcher or the first baseman pitcher.
Of him in his first week back from injury. A home run last night.
Yeah, some of the Mets fans are complaining about the known commodity.
Yeah, because that's one of the best things about Pete Alonso, about Brandon Nimmo. A couple years of staying healthy. It's a nasty splitter right there, 1-2.
Years. He can throw that fastball upwards to 97. He can throw that split.
With a 1-2 pitch. And checked his swing. Count evens up.
Maybe a little low.
There has been a time to get Yamamoto. It has been a 2-2. Robert takes outside and it's full.
He said the following.
Very home run reliant.
We love
to get what little offense they've had. This payoff pitch. Got him with the splitter. To finish off his score.
Miguel Cabrera after he played in the final game of his.
Today, Ohtani still expected to pitch this season. Blake Snell, with Edwin Diaz returning on Wednesday to bolster the bullpen. That doesn't simply ignore the possibility of adding Tarek Skubal.
After being named
an impressive statement outside of the All-Star break. They win back-to-back. What they're thinking, and they did it, without Ohtani describing the knee situation. Dodger fans want to know, and Dave Roberts, will he be available in the postseason? And
this is the model, especially with the older veteran rotation of Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell. That will have is very important, not only for pitching to avoid, but they still have pitching depth. Justin Robleski, who is an all-star, depth is fine. There's no stress level. Also, you have enough of a contending lead in that division.
In the postseason, but I want to ask you about Skubal because if you were making that team is out there, even if the Dodgers don't, would you trade him or would you try to keep him and maybe
trade him, especially if you're talking to teams like the Dodgers that have a lot of, you got to give him up because he has a chance to walk at the end of the year.
Yeah, Tiger fans want to.
Welcome to 75 degrees here.